Okay, I made another long video starting from the creation of the hoop, and I will have the complete root creation on this video as well. So you can see I'm measuring my 16 gauge round copper wire around a candle. Once you have measured it, overlap it slightly. That will help when you want to get the round shape. So when you overlap, then these little areas that you're bending up and down are not um, pulled apart from each other, they will overlap. So then most of the round shape that you've made from your whatever you're using as your form will remain intact as a round shape. So then I've cut about 6 inches of 24 gauge round copper wire to make my join. So wrap about 2 inches around the inside loop that faces the inside of your finished hoop, because you'll need to close it and flatten down the little end of the wire, and it's much easier to do that when you haven't joined the top and the bottom of the hoop. Then I wrap usually about 6 times around both the top and the bottom, and then I use the rest of the wire around the top of these two loops that I've made with my round nose pliers, and flatten down the little end and close the loop up. And then I use my nylon jaw pliers to just sort of make sure that this is all nice and flat. And while I'm holding it with the pliers, then I can also work a little bit on the round shape and see how it turned out, do some final tweaking to get it to be round, because sometimes they work out right away and sometimes they don't. And then so I am making a tree of life pendant. I didn't show you how I measure the branch wires, which is I overlap it around the diameter maybe 2 inches and then double that, and that becomes the branch wire. So then you fold it around the hoop and twist a couple times and then start adding the beads. I'm using an assortment of turquoise, some chip beads. Some of them are very tiny and some are very big. The bigger ones I got from an estate sale. The smaller ones I think I bought, but they're not very high quality. And many of the chips on this strand of chip beads I have don't actually have good holes. The holes are cut through completely, so it would just fall off of the wire. So I did struggle to get some of the cheap beads on, so I sped that up 3 times. Usually I speed my videos up 2 times. In case you were wondering, I don't work this fast, but there are limits on how long the videos can be. So on this hoop, I thought 5 branches looked appropriate for the size of beads that I was using. Once you've made all of your branches, take the center 2 most branches and twist them together, locking around where the chain is going to go. Then add the remaining branches one at a time, either working your way down the trunk of the tree or weaving back between branches you have previously attached. Once you have all of your branches in place, separate out the little ends of the wires, and those will become the roots of the tree. Wrap them around the base of the hoop one at a time and use your pliers to flatten down the little end so you don't scratch yourself when you're wearing it. You can see there I did try to offset the trunk of this tree slightly, because the number of branches means this tree is not symmetrical. So I am intentionally going to make the roots asymmetrical as well to kind of balance it out. So after I wrap several of the root wires down, you will see I look at it and I actually decide I want the trunk to bend to the other direction. So I will adjust the placement of the trunk and then add the root wires to one side more than the other. And you can see when I say separate out the little ends of the wires, I do separate out the ends of the wires quite a bit. Someone had asked, how do I decide which root wire to attach next? So once I've got them all nice and separated, usually after I wrap one or two to just keep everything in position, then there will be a sort of natural order of which ones are lower on the trunk and which ones are higher on the trunk. So I work from the bottom up so that I'm not overlapping or trapping the roots underneath other root wires. Sometimes I've done that and then I do extricate them before I wrap them around the hoop. Now I will be quiet for a little bit while I continue to wrap the roots, and you can just watch that happen. Now that I've got all of the root wires done, I'm going back in with my tweezer nose plier and I'm gnarling the roots and gnarling the branches to give it a slightly more organic shape. And then I'm going to show you how I add a chain. I'm using a silver chain, but I just fold the chain in half, slip it through the top hoop, and then slide part of the chain through itself, if that makes sense. Just kind of knotting it or attaching it to the hoop, and then the hoop will lay flat when you wear this.